Oh, it's cool. Let's just get right into the action. Quit the menu. So this game starts off with an 8-minute cutscene. So I'm just going to start off the cutscene right away. I'm going to play as Paul because I don't like Paul, and playing as him means I don't have to look at his face. Because whoever you select to play as won't show up as one of your buddies in the buddy mechanic. So officially timer starts when this cutscene is over because of old SDA ruling. But you could start a timer now or wait for that, up to whoever is running the timer. I'll let you know when that would be. So this game starts off with us being dropped into a random fictional unnamed African country, and there's a crisis going on. And this intro cutscene is basically just showing us the atmosphere of the game, showing us the graphics of the game, and just getting a feel for, you know, and everything game related. So I've sat through this cutscene a bunch of times. There's a bunch of stuff that happens. There's something I noticed at the taxi driver that's a really good piece of game design, if you ask me. I'm just gonna look at the taxi driver. And he points, and you just intuitively, like, he points to the right and you intuitively look to the right, and it gives you this nice, pretty scene to look at. But already, you know, you can tell this is going to be, you know, things are going to be pretty crappy with a shitty car right here. There's a goat. We won't be seeing any goats in this run, I think. With some luck we'll get to see, well, apart from that goat of course, but with some luck we'll get to see some wild zebras and maybe even some moose. I guess I could answer some questions now before it becomes relevant. Malaria, in this run I go too fast for malaria to kick in more than once. It will kick in at one point during the end of Act 2. Actually, it might kick in at the end of Act 3, but by then everything is just gone as far as your physical health goes. So like one malaria attack on top of that isn't really any significant anymore. Okay, here's my favorite guy in the game. This guy. Actually, one of these guys. But I'm not sure which one I like more. This guy or that guy. The guy in red or the guy looking funnily into my cabin. Okay, here's the best line in the game coming up right after this one. Beer. Yeah, we drink beer. Hurry up then, move along. And then this guy just looks in your car and I don't know, this guy's just funny. Thanks for the good lucks, everyone. White shoes, you can have both. I guess so. We had a cutscene, or that part of the cutscene, I guess, is... I don't know, I just really like it. I would have liked to do Grand Theft Auto San Andreas 100%, but it's really long and the marathon ended at a time where I couldn't do it. So here's another, you know, thing. Military convoy. It kind of sets the tone that there's going to be a lot of military stuff going on, and we'll be seeing some more convoys. Actually, one more convoy and some shooting. Lots of shooting. But we're almost at the very middle of the map. Actually, if you look at this map right here, you can see the routes that we're taking. So we come from the airstrip and we go to the town in the very middle of the map. So the town is right across this bridge. You can see the signs for the demilitarized zone, I guess. No fire zone. Yeah, I guess on stream. Also, I can break my neck right here. On stream, I guess you couldn't really see the map because of how tiny it is. But there's a map in the car and shows you the driving route. Alright, we're here. And we get a malaria attack to introduce us to the mechanic. And here's my shoulder, the back of my shoulder. And let's snap my neck. There we go. And it is our first loading screen. And now we get to the second part of the cutscene, which is where our target that we came here for to assassinate is talking to us. He's just digging through my stuff, I guess. He has my diary, and in that diary it says that my job is to kill him. He's going to read it now. That's my job. So I was supposed to kill this guy, but well, I failed. But I'll continue hunting him. So he's being really intimidating, but he lets me live because he has some uses for me, I guess. The one good thing about all the characters in this game is they talk really, really fast, which means shorter cutscenes. Imagine if these people were talking at a regular words per minute. Anyway, the cutscene is coming to an end, so get your finger ready on that timer button, whoever is in charge of the timer. There's going to be an explosion and then I'll get up. Actually, it's the other way around. I'll get up, then there's going to be an explosion. And then I'm getting up again. Because I fall down again. Alright, so get ready. It's in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we're off. And the first thing we got to do is a bunch of tutorial screens. Alright, I am dying, that's good. Here my job is to die, I guess. Because that's just how this works. It says escape the town, but if you die, it starts the next sequence. And if you escape the town, you get a malaria attack and it starts the next sequence. And I want to die in a specific part of town because depending on where you die. Also, I'm doing saving and loading to skip some dialogue. Apparently that didn't work. Alright, my save button just died. So I guess I am loading. Oh god. I guess I am loading a save from right after the cutscene. Isn't that fun? Alright, let's do that again. As I was saying, I have to die in a specific part of town. Because depending on what part of the town I die in, it will spawn me at one of 4 tutorial locations. I just picked the one that's closest to me. I completely missed that grenade, so I'm just gonna let these people shoot me. They're not shooting me, so I'm just gonna burn in the fire. Alright. Oh, that's a bummer. I did a save threat, or save load threat, and my save. Alright, so. Okay, that's why it doesn't work, because I'm not supposed to do it. Heal. Now I can save load. I'm up. Does it matter what character you pick at the start? Kinda. Because the characters you don't pick end up being your friends. And I suspect that there might be slight differences in the length of this talking. But I'm supposed to be skipping most of it anyway, so it should be good. Alright, so this guy, Walton Purifying, has lots of lines, so I'm skipping them all correctly this time. Alright. Alright, so we switch the map here because the game tells us to, but we have to pause first because I am dumb. And then we're going to repair the car. And then the phone rings. We're gonna answer it. And this tutorial is really tricky. There's so much stuff I need to do at once here. So many screens, and they're so easy to forget about that you need to skip through. Anyway. That was the difficult part done. Now we get to do some driving. So the first mission is to take over a safe house so that we can get some sleep. So I can just crash through here and then we go off-road. And I hit a tree. But it's all good. I want to run him over, thank you. Alright, and then this guy is being really annoying. He's hiding behind the house. And I just hack him to death because it's the fastest way, I guess. I don't have to aim my weapon if I just use a melee weapon. Alright, we're sleeping. That was the first mission. Now the second mission is we're going to check out an area. So remember when I mentioned there was one of 4 locations that could be where I could end up for the tutorial? We're going to one of the remaining 3 destinations now. I could shoot him, but the problem of that is that I'd need to aim. And enemies in this game, even on easy, they're pretty bullet spongy. So in that case, I feel just hacking him to death would have been a bit better. Or so I thought, but he turns out to be further away than I thought, but by then I had already taken out my hacking machine. Alright, so there's a few things we have to do. We have to scout this camp, but I kind of skipped that by just walking into the medkits, and that counts as scouting it. As I said, there's so many tutorial screens and it's so easy to forget about them. There are headshots in this game, but I'd need to actually spend some effort lining them up. Alright, so in this tutorial we can't actually leave the tutorial area. I am sorry, knew that was going to happen, but I drove under it anyway. If we do, it gives us a malaria attack. And it teleports us back to where we came from, and coincidentally that is also where we need to go. So this is just a little death warp, I guess you could call it. So there's going to be a loading. And then he's going to talk. His first line is really short. Alright, and now we do some safe loading to skip his dialogue. Should be 3 lines. There we go. So our next job is to collect some diamonds, and the game wants us to use our map to scout for them, but I know where they are, so we don't need to scout for them. Here they are. We found 1 out of 221. Well, we're not going to look for the other 220 because this is any percent, not 100%. So the reason I wanted to spawn at this tutorial location is I guess I can open a map. I cannot because I have a phone call. If you look at the map, this destination to Mike's bar is really close to me, and that's why I wanted to spawn at the lumber. So up next is another tutorial. This one is going to teach us how to use the weapon shop. And another screen to go with it that I always forget about. Here's also a screen. And I want the automatic rifle, even though it's not at the top of the list. It's faster to get this one because I also have to collect it from the arsenal. And if I were to buy the other gun available, I would have to walk all the way to the back wall of this arsenal. Or the armory, I guess it's called, not arsenal. And now this one spawns right at the door, so I don't need to be in there for very long. Alright, now I need to talk to 2 of my buddies, the one I just rescued, a random one, and I need to talk to the reporter from the bar. I'm not gonna bother skipping these lines, they're short enough. And this guy's lines can't be skipped. A lot of the dialogue is actually based on an animation and not on whether the audio lines are finished. So a lot of the times there's also no point in skipping dialogue. And yeah, I have malaria, so I need to get pills. There we go, a tape that we're not gonna do anything with. Hello, Guyan. Alright, that's that. And now we're headed off to town. This drive is a bit tricky because I have to go off-road. Because there's a bridge over here, or a ramp I guess, but it's a one-way ramp. And we're coming from the wrong direction. And I could just go to the right of it, but that's slow, we want to go to the left. There's a lot of stuff in the way here, and I didn't succeed. Yes. What's that noise? It's a car pulling up. Just look over, man. Alright, so let's go to the church. I don't know, can you read the manual? I have read the manual of this game actually. Alright, here's our first malaria pill. The tutorial wants us to take one. I have been out of touch with chat for a bit, so I don't know what this read the manual in-joke is about. I am sorry. Alright, so that's the tutorial done. And now we get to the bulk of the first act missions. There's 6 missions we need to do. 3 for the APR and 3 for the UFLL. The 2 factions, I guess, that are fighting each other. We're going to go to the APR because that's what Walton Purifoy told us in the tutorial. And for every 6 of these missions there's a short briefing, or a long briefing I guess, but you can make the briefing short by using this folder before the briefing is done, and they'll be like, okay, we'll get to the point, and you can leave again. Alright, so this first mission we have to destroy one of those convoys, those military convoys that we saw earlier. And we do that by taking a boat, and taking boats in this game is actually surprisingly efficient. In a lot of games just taking a boat is completely useless, but not in this game. And I think we are going to fire our very first shot in this run. Right after we arrive at our destination. So for boat rides it's just, you know, pick the straightest line possible, cut your corners. The same goes for car rides, but for cars there's a lot more stuff in the way, like rocks and trees and invisible rocks and invisible trees. So if you look at my GPS right here, because in Africa every vehicle has a GPS, you can see that the target is coming towards me. And you can hear them coming. And it's not this car, I need to destroy the fancy looking car. Then I'm driving through the trees so that people won't shoot. No, well, they will shoot me, but they'll run me over if I don't hide in the trees. And running over is really deadly. Now I have to hope that they won't shoot the engine of this boat too much, so that I can actually get away without having to repair it too often, but no such luck. So let's give it a quick repair. Oh, that's enough. As for the malaria and the constantly breaking weapons, if you're good at this game, well, the malaria will still happen, but it adds some challenge to the fights, and the weapons will never break, because I got a new weapon from the hardware store in the tutorial, and those things actually last for a really long time. It's the weapons that you pick up from random nobodies that you shoot in the field that really break down. Yes, yes. Alright, now we're going to switch factions to the UFLL simply because they're closer to where we need to be. What I meant by saying that in Africa every car has GPS, I mean, like, of course there's satellites above Africa, right? But like in a poor country like this where everyone's in war, people are shooting each other, but they still have GPS even in civilian vehicles. Maybe the GPS came with the gun shipments that the Jackal brought in. That could very well be possible. Oh yeah, he says something about the mission that we're supposed to do. I don't know what it is. We have to go to the bus stop. Yes, yes. Fair enough, Hans, bro. I'm not paying too much attention to chat, so apologies if what I say seems a bit uninformed in the context of the chat. Alright, so in this mission we have to go to the oasis in the desert, and there's a car there that we need to destroy. And we're going to do that by taking a secret tunnel. Also, my phone made a noise. I'm terribly sorry about that. If it happens again, I'll have to hunt that thing down and shut it off. Go away, you. Alright, here's the secret tunnel. And then here's a car, and then 3 shots just destroys the entire car. It's unusable now, guys. Oh no. And that's the second mission done. And now we're driving back. Oops, that's the wrong bus. I took the wrong bus. It's fine, we needed to take an extra bus ride anyway at some point in this run, because later on the weather is going to be absolutely terrible and I won't be able to see shit. So that didn't really lose any time. I mean, I could just deal with the shitty weather and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. Because the weather seems to be on a cycle. It not just seems, it is. Yeah, and over the hardware. Alright, so the next mission we're going to another oasis, also in the desert, because that's where oases are. This one's a bit more tricky than just going through a secret tunnel and shooting 2 bullets. We have to actually sneak in to ensure that we also get out undetected, or unharmed rather. Yes, let's go. Also, all these briefings, they're based on animations and I can't skip them. Alright, here's the guy. Let's take the right bus this time. Oh yeah, and the sprinting is, if you sprint, the first 4 steps are actually faster than all the steps after. So what I do is I sprint for 4 steps, then let go of the button and then immediately press it again to restart the sprint, and that way I get the acceleration boost every time. It also lets me sprint for a little bit longer since I'm not sprinting in one go. Also, people call me all the time with side missions and stuff like that, but we're not gonna do those. That just take time. If you can look at the GPS, the blue arrow for the side mission, it just points in the completely wrong direction. Alright, so here's this rock that kind of looks like the one from the Lion King, so we're going to the right of that rock. Ah, they spotted me, that's not... It's fine, I'll park my car behind that rock so that I can shoot it. Take some grenades. Just to distract them. It worked. I'm going the wrong way. My sensitivity seems a bit off. Excuse me, where am I? I need a car. But they took all the cars. Here's a car. Fine, I'll kill everyone. Where did he go? For some reason, I parked my car behind a wall, but then I got confused to which wall I parked it behind. And now I couldn't find it anymore. It's fine, we made a getaway. Car, no. Oh yeah, my mouse sensitivity was too high, and like I wanted to turn like half a degree. Or not half a degree. Half a circle. But instead I turned like a whole circle and I got really confused and it threw me off. Fixed it. Frames dropping. I hope that issue lies not with me. Ah, we made it though. Barely. Park this car nicely because we're gonna need it again. And now I take this bus board. Alright, Xerax. Flat tire. Just screw on the radiator. I wish it was that simple. Yes, I want to continue with, but then I'll save with a quick save instead because it's faster. Oh, this mission is pure chaos. To have to drive for a really long time because the destination for this mission is like right in the center of a triangle created by 3 bus stops. So whichever bus stop I go to, it's going to be far waste anyway. And then I'll have to hope that on my journey there I won't encounter too many enemies trying to shoot me and shooting my car. Have you tried tightening a bolt on your system? Oh, I love relevant jokes like that. Yes, every bus disappears mysteriously. Actually, there's some buses parked at the bus stops, but they're just solid objects, you can't drive them. Oh hey, this car respawns. I wanted to answer the phone call, but no such luck. Oh, this drive. As I said, it's very long. This spot should be fine. If you look at my GPS, there's an outpost to the right there. And it's not just any outpost, it's like a massive outpost. There's a lot of people there, but we're driving around it and it's not even a detour we're taking, so that's good. The first enemy should be on the top of this hill. There he is. And this enemy... I want his car. I was going to shoot him. I knew that he would get on that side, but he's being unpredictable. Alright, so I took his car because my other car was pretty busted up, and if I weren't to take his car and kill him, he would just chase me and pull a pit maneuver on me, and that would slow me down, and it's just better to just take his car right away. Alright, so there's going to be another outpost up ahead, and this one we're going to have to drive straight through. But I also need to secure a getaway vehicle. Don't get out on that side. There we go, that's my getaway vehicle. Die. Alright, and then I need to secure another getaway vehicle by running over this guy. There we go, and then I teleport out of my car apparently. And that's the mission done. We just had to shoot some irrigation system, I guess. I don't know what it is. A water pump. Please don't shoot this car too much. Okay, we're good. And then hopefully my car is still here. It is not. Fine, we'll take this thing again. Please don't shoot it too much. I don't want to repair it because repairing it takes time. Oh, they're going to chase after me. Okay, we should be good anyway. Alright, and then I use a lot of trees for my reference points. So all these trees, there's some big trees. Here's another guy, just run him over so that he won't shoot us. By the lake, up the hill, past that tree, and then to the right of this tree, the big one. And then over the hill and into the desert. Oh, that went well. We've got off to a rusty start because we got a bit rusty, but now we're getting to the part that I'm a bit more familiar with again. I had hoped that, or I had assumed that this marathon wouldn't be for another. So it's like, oh, I have like 3 weeks to practice, right? But then it turned out I only had 2 weeks, and I didn't really relearn everything of the game that I wanted to relearn. Alright, so for this next mission, if we were to take a mission at one of the two factions, the doorman would be like, hey, I'm not gonna let you in unless you do something for me. So I'm just gonna do that for him right now, real quick. Malaria. So the doorman wanted us to rescue another buddy. And there's one over this way. Please don't shoot my car too much. Okay, there's a car on my right here. Hopefully they won't take it. That guy is taking a car parked in that garage, so I'm not taking that. Oh, it's the French woman. Michelle, I think is her name. Okay, they're fighting each other. They also took my car, which isn't nice. I'm getting really unlucky with the enemies taking my cars away from me. Oh, they shot my car. Bye-bye. Oh, they're chasing after me. It's fine, if they chase after me, it means they'll get me a faster car, because this one's pretty beaten up. It appears they fail at chasing after me. Hopefully they'll fail at chasing me on the next mission as well, that would be nice. Oh, let's switch cars to something that isn't broken. Alright, next time we're at the bus stop, we're gonna need to reload our rocket launcher. Because the reloading animation is really slow and it takes a really long time and I can't sprint during it. So I want to do it during the bus ride. There's no audio visual cues. I'll see if I can get you one soon. Actually, there'll be a visual cue when I fire my next shot. It'll be a while still, like 1 or 2 minutes. Maybe there's subtitles, but... Try to make a point of looking at their mouth so you can check the desync. I'm going to assume these are all issues not on my end until people actually, or Shadox in particular, I guess, starts shouting my name in chat really loudly. Alright, let's take the bus. This one. Ah, there's another fairly long drive. It's an interesting drive. We'll be going off-road for a very long time. I've been going off-road a lot actually, but this one takes the first place in off-roadiness. Sometimes there's a car at the end, or at this U-turn right here. Just like the weather, I think it's all timer dependent whether or when the car will be there. This time he wasn't, so I can just drive past without being hurt. Alright, past these trees. Past this big tree and then up the hill and then past the big rock on our right. And then there's a tree and a rock, and after the rock we make a slight turn to the left. And then there's this tree, we go to the right of it. Now we go to the left of it. As you can tell from my commentary right now, it's a lot of recognizing trees and then remembering whether you have to pass them on the left or on the right. And with the amount of trees in this game, it is really difficult to remember. But it's also really fun once you pull off a nice solid drive. Also, squeezing through here is a tight fit. I forgot to reload my rocket launcher, so I'm gonna have to reload it now. Alright, and here's a gas car that we need to shoot. And here we go. Easy mission. And now I take the same route back, hopefully without trashing my car, but we will. Especially if I do this and if there's going to be enemies. Yes. My engine is still fine. Alright, to the left of this tree, sharp turn to the right, towards the tree, sharp turn to the left, past this tree, and then to the left of this tree, and then a sharp turn to the right. It's not really sharp, but kinda sharp. Past this tree, up the hill, past the rock, past the other rock, and then down the hill towards the big tree in the distance. And then squeeze through it and the other tree. I didn't succeed at doing that, but it's fine. Keep following the big trees. Alright, let's see if the car at the U-turn up ahead is there now. I hope he isn't. If he is, I'm gonna have to fight him, I guess, because of my car. Ow. Yes. Okay, he's not there. Turning off the headlights so stealthy. Yeah, it actually does help, I found. So I just intuitively turn them off now. Also because in GTA 5, when your headlights are on, it actually makes everything darker. Because that game is very well designed, so I instinctively just turn off lights. Alright, we're going to the last mission of these 6 that I mentioned, the 6 of the bulk of this run, or of the first act. Continue without saving, because quick saves are quicker. See if we can make a turn, we cannot. Please let me jump. Come on, arms up. I guess you're right, Zephyr. I wish I had time to admire the sky a bit more and just the overall aesthetic of this game, because it's a really pretty game. But no such luck. Chop chop. Oh, you repeated this line. Why is it called beta game in any percent? I just think a beta game is a more clear term for the category than any percent, but there's no real difference. It's just a semantics issue. If the protagonist was less of a versus mitochondria, would easily destroy the malaria. You may be right. We haven't had a malaria attack though since the fixed ones from the tutorial, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so we're going to take this boat again and we're going to drive it to the exact same place as we did earlier. It's foggy now, so I guess we don't get to take a good look at the sky. That's a shame. Let's just answer the phone, see what he has to say. Just kidding. Alright. I'm taking risky strats here by docking here. Okay, I hear a car, that's good. My risk paid off. Don't run me over. Yeah, I needed like 15 shots to get rid of him because shooting is difficult in this game. Alright, there's a guy over here who I'd like to run over. There we go, didn't lose too much time doing that. There's another one here. Hello. Alright, they won't be getting in my way. Actually, that other guy will get in my way because he respawns. I'm walking the wrong way, but it's fine. We can walk this way. It's not even slower. I ran out of ammo. Alright. Hopefully this guy respawned, otherwise I would be incorrect and I like to be correct. But I'm correct, he respawned. It's that boat though that we took here at despawned, so we won't be able to take it back. So I'm just going to drive back. We go to the right of this big tree, and then to the right of this tree, and then past the fence, to the left of this tree, up the hill, and then there should be some cardboard boxes that we smashed through right there, and down the hill past this tree, and then there should be some enemies here. Please don't shoot my car too much, thank you very much. I think they're chasing me. No, not. If they were chasing me, they're not too much of an issue because I'm entering the no-fire zone and then they just give up. Alright, so we've done the 6 main missions of Act 1. So now we're going to do the finale missions of Act 1. But first we're going to sit through a briefing, but unlike the other ones, we will not be able to skip this one by picking up the dossier early. Far Cry 3 has a pretty crazy out of bounds at the start of the game. I don't know, to be honest. I know that Slayer of Babies was messing with something in the game for too long, but I haven't finished Far Cry 3 myself yet. So I didn't look into speedruns for that game yet. So here's a nice little room here. Oh yeah, he tells us to kill the leader of the other gang. It's not a big deal. Just give me the dossier. We'll have a drink to celebrate, that's nice. Yeah, could very well be Zephyr. I know that there's some pretty good out-of-bounds tricks in that, but I'm not sure if they're actually useful. Most out-of-bounds tricks in this game, or like getting into the final area early, it won't actually do anything. I would assume that Far Cry 3 is programmed similarly. I'm going the wrong way. No, it's going to be tight. Alright, so here's the issue. This big camp right here. There's people all around me now and... Okay, they seem to be sleeping still. There's another camp up ahead. It's not really a camp, I'm not sure, like... There's a group of houses that you can see in the distance now on the GPS. It's not marked on the map or anything, and you don't get any bonus for going here, and I don't think there's any missions here either. There might be an assassination mission actually, but this is a weird area. Please don't shoot me. Okay, we're good. So this is a very long boat ride, but it's also very easy, I guess. So it's a nice way of relaxing and, you know, just collecting your thoughts. It's like a shower. Just reload my gun, because I always forget to do so during bus rides. I would like to make my way up this hill, please. Thank you. That took longer than necessary. Yeah, it's weird, like boating in, like this game is the only game where using a boat actually is rather fun. Alright, that's the Gakumba dead. I'm gonna make a quick save here because this jump can kill me. It will... No, it didn't. It nearly did. Ooh, that looks painful. And right in the knee too. Please let me on the boat. Yeah. Alright, so now we're boating back, but we're not going to the town, we're going to Mike's Bar, which is beyond the town. So that's some more boating. And we're going to go to Robin Oluwagembe, and Robin Oluwagembe will tell us that either the UFLL or the APR, or maybe both, they're going to A, round up all my friends and kill them, and C, round up all the innocent civilians and kill them in a different place, and I have to choose which place I am going to. And I pick my friends over the civilians because they're closer to me. Physically, that is. If I didn't take the wrong bus, it would still be night and I wouldn't have needed to repair my boat here. The good part about these waters is there's no patrol boats, it's just outposts. Some of these waters there's a boat, another boat driving along with you, and he'll chase you and shoot you, and well, shots fired at you is good for the theme of this marathon. It will destroy my boat and my boat will be slow if it starts smoking, so I don't want that to happen. The arrow points to the left, but we're going to go to the right. Because that makes sense, right? I could have gone to the left of that rock, but oh well. So I'm just going to get us close to Mike's bar, or not Mike's bar, to the lumber, which is where the tutorial was. I'm going to go there as close as I can over the boat, and then there'll be a car waiting for me right there, and I'll take that car. If I were to go to the town with this boat, I'd have to run a long distance to get to a car, and then I'd have to drive a long distance as well, so I'm just going to take the boat to Mike's bar and then go to lumber, and then we're going to have to go back to Mike's bar again. Alright, and then there's a quick way to get out here, but honestly I forgot where it was, so I'm just gonna get out here. That seems good. There's a quicker way than that now. Alright, and now we're going to skip some dialogue. Very good. I'm gonna heal up because, well, I need my health to be low because I need to die again to trigger the next sequence of events. It's really risky to get to where I need to go, and it's kind of a trade-off. Do you want your health to be really high and die really slowly when you need to, or be your health really low and risk dying before the trigger? Right, yeah, that's what I mean. Nom nom nom. Push the fridge. Let me throw grenades. There we go. Alright, so we died, we got kidnapped, and now we're on the back of a truck. But that's fine. Now we're gonna have to seek shelter. And the best way of seeking shelter is to die again in the sandstorm and to be carried to shelter. And the quickest way to die in a sandstorm is to run towards shelter. And then just before we reach shelter, we die. There we go. I just love the things that don't make sense sometimes in speedruns. Oh, here's a cutscene, by the way. I think I'll seize the opportunity for from this cutscene to get something to drink, actually. So I'll be back shortly. Hello there.
I've got this covered. Hold that perimeter. I thought you were dead for sure. You all right? The sandstorm's bloody.
So, you see that mortar over there? It's my favorite weapon in this game. It's really good. Hold on, I gotta go again. Alright, cutscene's over. Back to work. This time there won't be an explosion happening as we get up. And I need to take this pistol as well. Forgot about that. There we go. And we are in the middle of nowhere. Alright, let's have some fun, shall we? The railroad can spin you out real nice. Ow. And there goes my grill. It's not my grill, it's I forgot what it's called. So, over to the left here, behind that rock, is a golden AK-47. But we will not be taking it because we won't be firing enough shots for even our current shitty weapon that we have to break down, so it's all good. Alright, so what I gotta do here is look for a tree with another tree next to it, and that tree has a bush next to it, I think. I think it's this tree right here. Yes, it's this tree, with the tree next to it, and then the bush. And then I need to find a reference point on the bush, which I am failing to do. And then we use the mortar. And we hope it works. I missed. Gonna have to drive in. I mean, I could just die and fire that mortar again. Let's actually do that. It is this tree, right? Maybe I was looking at the wrong direction. Let's see if this works. I looked up all the mortar shots except for this one. Hold on, I'll get this. Maybe I just have to shoot straight towards the tree in the distance. I must admit that I completely forgot that this shot existed. Am I at the right tree? Where's this road even? There's a road marked on my map. Oh, it's here. Alright. Ah, it's this bush. Is it in this bush? I don't know. Yes, that looks more familiar. Alright, let's save a game here. Yeah, lots of trees to remember, and if you forget which tree to look for... And there we go! If you forget which tree to look for, they all look the same. You're gonna get in trouble. I'm sorry to any tree lovers out there who actually are able to see the difference between one tree and another. I had the wrong tree. As I said, this run is about remembering trees and what to do with them. Alright, that took a while, but it's fine. We used the mortar to its full potential. We're gonna be doing it twice more. Ow. And that mortar is really difficult to use, but it's so satisfying when you pull it off. And like there, I'm using reference points even, and I still messed it up. Imagine how satisfying it is to hit something with the mortar without using reference points like that. It's easily one of my favorite weapons in this game. And that is Act 1 done. Apparently, according to my splits, I am ahead of my PB. That doesn't make sense. Alright, so on this drive there's going to be 2 patrols, and we're gonna have to take them out. Unfortunately, this run is illegitimate because I had to reload a save after I tried to save load on a part where I couldn't. So even if this were to finish ahead of my PB, it wouldn't be legit. So rip. But it's fine. I probably shouldn't have said that though, because now all the hype is gone, and it would have been nice to keep the hype going a little longer, but it's fine. Alright, we're in the second act of the game, and with the second act comes a new, completely different area. And things are going to get difficult. Yeah, I just hacked the people because I'll be standing right next to them anyway, and it's faster than aiming my gun at their face and then shooting. Alright, so this town, Devastation, it's a real pain in the butt. Because the bus stop for this town, for some reason, is all the way on the other side of a hill. Fuck it, I'm just gonna clip through here. No one has time to talk to the doorman. Oh, and that glitch is the famous mortar glitch. It only works in the original version of the game, not on the patched versions. If you aim your mortar at the wall and then turn, you turn through the wall. I think I can skip these lines, I'm not sure though, I'm not gonna do it. Actually, no, this is on animation based because he's moving his hands and shit.
So, we're gonna keep that from happening. Turns out your friend the Jackal's got a huge stockpile of weapons hidden behind in the port's layer. We're going to bring them into the city, give them to all the locals, and under an 8-hour flag, I reckon that'll force my boss to his head back to cap. Let's get things started up again. Let's face it, business. I've got a captain down on the boat.
I had a boat mission, it's an escort mission. And it's the easiest escort mission ever if you know what to do, if you know the trick. And to leave, we're actually gonna knock on this door because now the guard doesn't have to search it. Alright, so we wanna go to the bus stop, but I mentioned the bus stop is all the way out back. And it is annoying, and it is the worst piece of infrastructure planning I have ever seen in any game. Possibly even in real life. So we need to take a boat to get to the bus. That's how remote it is. Also, this water is really undeep. I might have to push my boat for a little while. Yep. Very good. I've tried numerous ways of getting from the town to the bus stop, and they're all equally awkward. And I think taking the car might be faster, but it got shot up to death and stuff, so I'd have to repair it, and it's all really awkward. Alright, we made it to the bus. Backwards hop? I don't know what backwards hopping means. If there's a glitch I missed, then please do tell me about it, because I've tried looking on YouTube for glitches and... Oh wait, you're making a reference to Half-Life 2. I see. Yeah, I wish. I wish. Alright, here's the boats that we're gonna have to escort. And it's great. What's the Irishman? I don't think I've ever seen this guy drive the boat, to be honest. It's always the Chinese dude who's driving for me. Alright, so we're gonna take this rocket launcher. And we're going to kill a dude with a rocket launcher with it. And we're going to ignore everyone else. He should pop up around here somewhere. I forgot if he walks like this or if he walks like over here. I think he spawns up here. Ah, there he is. He might be out of range still. Yeah. No, I don't see him anymore. It's fine, we'll just shoot. Oh, there he is. Did I get him? I got him. Alright, nice. We're going to take my trusty mortar again. And then... we are going to hide in the back of the boat. Because these people are really stupid. I have to protect this boat, but... they don't actually attack the boat, they attack me. And the people with bullets, they're not a threat, they don't do anything to the boat. But as you can hear, there's a guy firing at me with a mortar. And if his mortar hits the boat, the boat explodes or it breaks down and I have to tighten a bolt to make it move again. However, because he is targeting me and also he is targeting where I am, not where I'm going. If I stand in the back of the boat, his mortars will just end up in the drink behind the boat. As you can see. Good shot. We're almost there. I'm gonna make a move. Cool. Also, if I move too far away from the boat, it will break down. So I can't actually go ashore here and continue down this road until the boat has actually arrived. Alright, so at the beginning of the game, the priest told me that I should see a doctor before I really need a priest. So that's what we're going to do, we're going to visit a doctor. Or I don't like using doors because I can't move indoors. Oh, my game crashed. Lovely. Far Cry 2.exe. Also, I need to change my FPS, because if I run at too high of an FPS, the game just completely craps the bed. Get out of my way. Also, the guy told me to go out the back, but screw listening to his advice. Alright, so back to the bus. We just have to escape the war in this town. Where do I go? I go to this one. Ow! Alright, so I was also talking to the doctor. This guy has unloaded the barge and drove it to the marina. Also, if I don't kill that guy, he is going to drive into the trigger zone. Finally. If I don't kill him, he will follow me, or it looked like he would follow me, but I think he got stuck, so I didn't need to kill him. And if he's inside the marina area and he gets stuck behind some tree, it will actually tell me to kill him, because I need to kill everyone in this area. It's weird like that. So, just killing everyone here. I think their location is random. There we go. Or I'm not just think, I know their location is just random because it's based on how they walk and stuff. That was some quick shooting on the people on the shore there. I fired like 3 missiles or 3 grenades and I got them all. Alright, cool. And now we're done with the introduction to Act 2. And now, just like Act 1, there's going to be 6 missions again, all in random order. Or not random order, but an order depending on the decisions you made in the gameplay before it. Alright, so the first mission we are going to do is for the APR. Escape the ceasefire zone and lose your attackers. I love this glitch. I did nothing, but I still have to escape the ceasefire zone. You safely escaped? Alright, we're good. APR is on the right. Alright, man.
That's far enough. You know the drill, no weapons.
Come on, arms up. Jeep, copyright TM. Oh hey, it's a bottom purifier again. Oh, it's Greaves, not purifier, but I know his face. I don't know. Take out those nitrous tanks. Sounds like a job for heavy artillery.
It's an ugly world and it's getting worse by the minute.
Should be a car here, yes. Alright, so there's going to be some enemies, as usual. Hopefully they won't bother me. Just have to follow the railroad. Am I going to take out a dental clinic? To be honest, I completely forgot the story behind why I have to do this. I wish I could give you some information on why I'm taking out the nitrous tanks at the dental clinic, but I don't have an answer for you. Maybe the leader of the opposing faction is going to be operated on his teeth there, and they want me to make it as miserable as possible. Alright, hopefully a new car will pull up here as I do this, so that I don't need to repair that car. Alright, this one's a bit more precise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think I moved my mouse, or jerked my mouse at the very end. Just gonna sit here and Wait. Let's try that again. Two, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's really precise. This should be good. If this doesn't work, then I'll have to go in. I feel this one a lot. I wonder what went wrong. We'll find out by the scorch mark. I was too far to the right apparently. That's annoying, like the truck was already burning as well. Alright. A car pulled up here, but he left again, so I'm gonna have to repair. Oh, car incoming. I should have just shot him, I was point blank. Alright, well I missed 2 out of 3 mortar shots. Quite embarrassing. I wish I could put on a better show for you guys, but I kinda underestimated how difficult it would be to relearn this game, and I didn't get it done in time. Alright, so that's the mission done for the APR. Now we're gonna do a mission for the UFLL. Ah, thanks, Marcio. There's an S for speed. I'm going as fast as I can, man. I'm healthy, I can fight. Oh, it's this one. This one's difficult. I hope I didn't trash my Jeep. I'm not sure if this is a Jeep, it's something else. I need to take this Jeep anyway. Damn it. Stop asking this question. So these boards on these bus stops make no sense. I could figure out the pattern on them on the first area, but in the second one I think they're different anyway. Maybe they're not and I'm just like giving up before I needed to give up. Continue without saving because quick saving is quicker. Alright, so there's going to be some rocks in my way. Alright. Oh, if we look carefully, there might be some deer, although I'm not sure if they will spawn at night. No deer, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Alright, so we're back in this town. We don't need to go to this town. We just drive through it. Up this hill, through the fence. Alright, so we're going to be driving through a village of some sorts. And it's really narrow, so we're going to A, either get stuck, or B, pull off some sick moves. I should be heading off here at some point. Alright, and then I think we'll make a sharp turn to the right here, and a sharp turn to the left. And then past here, and then up here. I think I made a wrong turn somewhere, and then we get out on the wrong door. Oh, no, we're going to get out that side anyway. Yeah, I definitely made a wrong turn somewhere. Speaking of self-defense, I should eat a syringe. Go straight. Do we even have grenades? So usually it's really windy on this mission too, and my grenades get blown away from where I'm throwing them. But because I took a wrong bus at some point, that isn't an issue right now. Alright, now we just need to safely get down again. And then I ran out of stamina, but there should be a cornfield here with a car. There we go. Excellent. And we're free. I could probably go off-road here, but well, I did, I guess. Alright, so yeah, if you look at the map, like, why is that bus stop all the way over there? How does that make sense? The only roads leading up to it, or like the roads leading up to it, the only thing on that road is the bus stop. So that bus is driving down that road to get to a bus stop that takes you nowhere. Like, why not just put the bus stop at where that road intersects from its the other road, and then just not build that road. That's how a bus stops work in Africa. Alright, so remember when in Act 1 we had to go rescue a body? And or like in the middle of Act 1, because the doorman would tell us to go do it. But in Act 1 we could bypass the doorman, but in Act 2, if we rescue the body without the doorman telling us to do so, the doorman will just send us to a different location. So we actually have to talk to the doorman this time. Now the stop that I just came from, or that I used, it has no boats. Like, that water is very shallow as well, and it's not suitable for boats, really. Speaking of boats, this bus stop does have boats next to it. Actually one boat, and it's a really big boat. And the reason I don't like big boats is because they're easy to hit. And the reason I don't like boats being easy to hit is because up ahead there's boats with grenade launchers on them. And if a grenade launcher, the reason I don't like boats with grenade launchers on them is because if they hit you, they insta-kill you. And it's really not fun. And it scares the crap out of me sometimes. That guy with the mortar though, he isn't oh, here's a guy with something that isn't. Something that isn't a grenade launcher. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, I got the other boat. Okay. It's fine, guys, don't worry. Hopefully I can get in undetected. I forgot where she is from. I think her name is Nasreen. Someone Google where Nasreen is from. Oh yeah, the boat is still here because I glitched into the doctor's office. Tajikistan, there we go. I should have gotten out on the other side of this building, but I forgot.
Right. No weapons. Come on, don't stop.
I think for this next one we have to take a boat again. Not from the bus stop, but from somewhere else. It's a simple mission. If we go somewhere, we kill someone, we go back. Most of these missions actually are that simple. It's either go somewhere, kill someone, come back, or go somewhere, destroy something, and come back. Except for the sixth one of these bunch that I'm doing right now. That one is really quite unique, actually. I'll tell you more when we get there. I took the wrong car again, and now I have to drive all the way around this town. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so here's some boats. I'm looking at the map for you. We get to see some preview. You see that weapon store that we're going to boat past? We're going to drive past it at some point. Actually, no, that's a lie. We'll be steering a boat from there. This boat, we'll be taking it later, in X3 even. Yeah, the phone calls, all they tell me about is, you know, some side missions, like my buddy is like, hey, come over here instead, and I'll give you a different way of doing your mission. But obviously it's slower to do that because they give you some side activities. You get some nice rewards for it, I think, but nah, we're not gonna do that. And that's it. We go in, we go out. It's just like Hitman. But better. And because their boss has just been assassinated, or I think it's not even their boss, they just tear the place apart with grenades and stuff. Excuse me. Is there a boat race? Nah. This game doesn't have this or those features yet. I mean, there's a pretty big crisis going on. Who has time to do both races, right? Oh, hello. Uh-oh. It's like Hitman of malaria. We haven't had malaria yet, though. It should come in about 4 missions from now. This way.
Stop there. You know the drill.
No weapons. Come on, arms up. This thing is really close to the edge. It would seem weird to put it all the way on the edge here, because if it falls off, it would just drop all the contents and you'd have to assemble it again. It would just be a pain in the ass. And look at how empty this desk is. It's not like there's any, or no room for it. But I'm not the dossier man here. Hello, Agarello Bob. I agree with you. Alright, for this this mission, we're going to become the train. All we had to do was be the damn train, CJ. Shoot you, motherfucker. Oh yeah, sometimes the call just glitches out and he says nothing. Choo, choo, choo choo. We are a train. I'm gonna need to restock on syringes at some point. You're following me. Okay. Also, we're a special train, we can go off rails. Choo-choo! Thomas the Tank Engine speedrun. Uh-oh. Are you going to become the train too? And yeah, you derailed. Oh, here's someone. A buffalo. Or a gnu. Another one. I don't know what they are, but I don't think they're buffalo. Buffalo live in the Americas, not in Africa. Now he's going to chase me. Oh, there's a tree on the railroad. Ah. Alright, so the target is in the boat, so we're just going to drop a grenade onto the roof. That didn't work, that should work. There we go. That got me good. Is there always this much fog? No, it's just depending on the weather. Sometimes it's really clear. Sometimes it's raining. Ow. A hump on the back of the neck. Yeah, I don't know what they are. Now that you mention it, yeah, these don't look like a canoes. Like, don't canoes have like a really hairy neck as well? I don't know. Maybe someone already told us what it is, but I just completely missed the chat message. Oh yeah, this game is actually pretty challenging on... Please don't pit me. Pretty challenging on the highest difficulty. It would take a much longer time than when playing on easy. I really liked playing this game on the highest difficulty, but obviously in a speedrun you gotta go for the fastest. Except Africa and Australia. So what are these then? If they're not bison, not moose, and not buffalo? Come on, I just finished repairing this thing. Oh, you trolls. Ladies and gentlemen, our train is having some technical issues, so we're going to arrive late at the station. My favorite weapon in this game would definitely be the USS-12 shotgun. It is just so satisfying to use it. The sounds it makes, and like the recoil, I don't know, it just feels so satisfying to use it. Like tuka 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 tuka, and everything in front of you just goes splat. Tuka tuka tuka. It's such a shame that you don't get to use it in the room. It's by far my favorite weapon in this game, in any game actually. We continued being a train for slightly too long. Alright, time to get off. Ladies and gentlemen, final destination, end of the line.
That's far enough. No weapon. Come on, arms up. That ain't right.
They're African cows. Wildebeest. Ooh. I forgot about those. That sounds like a correct answer. Damn, he looks intimidating. It's this mission we're gonna use the mortar again. Actually, I was using the USS, I was just playing around with it before the marathon run. I think I fired like 2 or 3 shots with it, and just as I came on the stream, on the marathon. So if you go back to the very start of when I came on, you may be able to get a glimpse of the USAs. So we are currently at 1 hour and 58 minutes, or 2 hours and 1 minute without loads, if that makes any sense. So the objective is right behind these rocks. You can kind of see it on the GPS, like the circle is just there. But unfortunately there's a big invisible wall above those rocks. And I tried shooting a mortar over it, but with no success. So we have to drive all the way around. All the way. Funnily enough, it's faster to drive the other way around. But I haven't put that route in my muscle memory yet, so I'm doing the old route. But it's fine. Alright. So there's this tall rock. We stand at the extension of the tall rock, look at the dead tree, point, switch ammo, shoot. Will it work? Yeah! Finally we got a mortar shot first try. Yeah, so I need to get more confident with those and to learn the other two again. And then I can just fire the mortar and then drive off, and then like as I would go over this hill it would like boom and it'd say mission passed. And it would feel so satisfying. But I wasn't completely confident about my mortar shooting ability, so I just stayed just in case. The mortar is a contender for second place weapon in this game. Although it's not even close to the USS. My phone glitched out again. Oh, someone asked earlier if this game was all about movement optimization. That's a rock. And it was a while ago, like an hour ago, I think. The answer is yes, mostly. I'm not doing a very good job at it, but imagine like if I knew every tree, every rock and every hill inside out, I could just take crazy routes to and from my destination. And that's why I started working on a segmented run, so that I could immortalize all these sick routes that you could take in between each tree, each rock, squeezing through every little crevice. And that was also kind of my practice for the full run. So it's really difficult to remember all the trees, all the rocks and all the hills and bumps. What's inside a rock? Stones. Yeah, the fire in this game is really good. I don't think I've seen any better fires than in this. Oh, this is a special mission. This is the 6th and last mission of the non-linear-ish part. And instead of one step to this where you just go somewhere, destroy or kill something and then go back, there's 2 parts. We can't just go somewhere and fire a rocket like we've done in the past or shoot some bullets. We actually have to get some TNT this time. So there's 2 steps. First we get the TNT, and then we use it. And the route in between the TNT and the target of destruction. Well, let's say it's an interesting route, and it's really tricky to get through it, and I hope I will be able to do it. Go here. Alright, so we're going under the bridge up ahead. I was reading chat. So once we get in the camp, we steal the TNT, but we will not be able to do that without being spotted, and there will be lots of gunfire. There will be lots of shot fired. Oh, also I forgot to get more medkits. Oh, that could be some issues. Oh, and now I forgot to use my medkits. Yum 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 yum. Alright, that's the first part of the mission. Now we go off-road. We gotta not hit these trees. This tree is solid. That tree is as well. That tree is not. Actually, I think that other tree wasn't solid either. Hey, there's the malaria attack. A little earlier than I expected. But I'm happy it happens now because I'm in a car. Usually the attack happens when I'm planting the bomb up ahead. And it's really annoying because I am trying to either shoot people or run away from people and trying to plant a bomb, and then the malaria kicks in. And it's right in the middle of this gun fight. And it's just so good. It's why I like the malaria mechanic, because it can strike at any time, and when it strikes at like those moments where you least expect it, or where it's least like the most inopportune time, it's really going to fuck with you. And I really like gunfights that have like some sort of extra mechanic to it. Where it's not just you and the enemy, but it's you and the environment and the enemy. I think I took a turn too early. I have to go slightly further ahead. Yes, this is more familiar. Like, imagine if it were to kick in now, right? As I'm in the middle of this gunfight. When already, like, I'm in a difficult situation because I completely forgot to bring meds with me. It would just fuck with me and it would just be so great. Also, like, the malaria doesn't actually do something. We don't need to take the pills, and taking the pills is really slow as well. There's lots of enemies on this road as well. It's just constant getting out, shooting someone and taking their car. Hopefully I can get away before this car catches smoke. Looks like I can. I hit this water a little bit too early. The boat isn't for quite a while. It's up ahead. That's fine. Alright, so remember those boats with grenade launchers on them? They have spawned now. There's one over there. You can barely see it. It's... if you can see that on stream, if you can see that boat on stream, I'm going to be surprised, to be honest, because I could barely see it myself. It was just a blob in the fog. There was a boat there, and if he hits me, I'm dead. I'm toast. But it's fine. As long as I don't stop my boat, I should be fine. So the real threat comes when there's a boat with a grenade launcher and a boat with a regular machine gun. Because what will happen is a boat with the regular machine gun will destroy my engine, and then my boat will come to a full stop, and then the grenade guy will hit me. Also the boat is gone. Alright, so we finished with the main or the middle portion of Acts 2. And now we're going to do the Acts 2 finale.
Wait, I'll need your guns and all, man.
Did the car explode on the water? I had no idea what happened, to be honest. It might be someone throwing a grenade at it or something. I honestly have no clue. Where's the med box? Okay, it's all the way over there. Alright, so here they explain that there's going to be peace between the two factions, and the only thing that's still needed for the peace is to transfer some money. Or something like that. So he just explained it. acquire the diamonds, and there will be peace at last in this crisis. Also, Far Cry 2 and Crisis were released at the same time, and this game has an actual crisis going on, whereas Crisis is more similar to Far Cry 1 in gameplay and story and stuff like that. Just thought I'd mention it. Oh, that was a nice exit of the car. Uh-oh. Okay, he missed. I mean, yeah, I guess it's an alien crisis. Oh god, no. Please, Mr. Motor Guy, don't... Please don't shoot my boat with a grenade launcher. I am scared. Alright, we're good, I think. But you're not actually putting it on there, Power Slave, and it's also on there when you just look at it when not driving the vehicle. Alright, so you can see the smoke in the distance. Looks like this peace agreement might not be turning out the way we want it to, right? Also I need to hit the shore on the right more. I can hear the grenade launcher boat coming. Oh, that body. Here's the briefcase. And it's him. There's no 5-minute way of beating this game. It's just called Beat the Game because I think it's a better name for the category.
You're not gonna stop me. You think I don't know you, what you're about, what you came here to do? Wake up. I used to be you. There you did this. Dirty mercenary who's anything for a payout. That's good. It means the world will start all over again. The real bloodletting has begun. We're gonna cure these men of their disease, you and I. We're gonna pull them right out of their veins. What do you got there? Diamonds?
Alright, we are going to be placed in prison. Let's see, Irish lad again. Far Cry 4 is the one where you can sit around for 10 minutes at the start and it will finish. It's so weird, I've never had the Irish lad as my main buddy during Act 2. Or not to my, as far as I remember. It's nice to see for once. Alright, so we escape. There's really nothing to it. There's a gun here. There's a pistol here. And there's a car here. Most well secured prison ever. Woohoo! Your weapons are unlocked at the weapons shop. Very good. Man, the prison architect escape mode is nothing compared to that prison we were just in. Oh man. My engine shut off. Please no grenade launcher boats. That's good enough. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I think if you can get around the constantly respawning outposts and enemies, even if you move only a little further away, Far Cry 2 is really good. Oh, I need to take the bus, not go into the town. This one. Yeah, Far Cry 2 is really different from 3 and from 1 as well. I couldn't really get into 1, although I thought it was a good game. Far Cry 3 I kinda don't really like at all. It's dark. It's very dark. It's not as dark as it should be, though, in a true African night who have no source of lightning around. But it's fine. Alright, I hope we got the glitch. If we did, it would be cool. Let's see if we got it.
Hang on now. No weapons, mate. Hands up to the side.
Look at it. Did we get it? Did we get it? No. Sometimes you can dupe this guy, but I think you have to leave with the mortar to dupe him. And he would just be sitting in this chair there, and he would also be standing here. Well, I don't feel like taking the boats to the bus stop, so I'm just gonna take my car. I think the car is actually faster. I don't know anymore. It might be. It is if I have one. It looks like it is. I don't know. I don't know anymore. This bus stop is so weird. Don't... If any of you ever designs bus stops and infrastructure, don't design your bus stops this way unless you want to fuck with your customers. These make no sense. Why is this one the one sending me there? Alright, so up next are 3 assassination missions. There are also the order in which I get them and who I get to kill is also determined by a lot of factors. Some of them determined by, I think, where I died at the very start of the game. Some of the order I did the Act 2 missions in, and some of them by the order I did the Act 1 missions in. Ugh. Oh, we're all the way back here. Nice. Good save. This one. Well, that's the first big time loss. There's no autosave in this, so you have to continue saving and saving. Yeah, gunfight, I'm not very good at it in this game. I shot the driver, or so I thought, but I just couldn't get him, and then I just started shooting him and I hit him, but he just bullet spawns everything. He just wouldn't die. Which is why I refer to my my blade, because it's usually 2-hit kills.
No weapons, mate. Hands up to the side.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, well, for a third, you have to tell me your secret, and you need to bullets or just nothing. Mbuntu is dead. I'm sure you've heard. I don't much care for your feelings mutually, sure. This current situation is for shit. I don't want to be a bloody warlord. I've had it with these people and their nonsense. The man on the other side of the table that I can do business with. That means no more damn sir. And I want you to kill the perfect man for the job. He's at the doggone Sadiqa. Lots of guards who have to use both hands. Money's good on the piano.
Alright. Let's go, let's go. We're almost catching up to where we were when we died. Why don't I like Far Cry 3? It's, for a free roam game, it's awfully restrictive. I would do a mission, or I would accidentally drive into a mission zone, and then I was like, no, I'm just driving past, but it had triggered a mission, and I just wanted to go somewhere else, but it would say, oh, you're out of area. And I'm like, what? Oh, I'm not. I wasn't even going here. It just keeps throwing these out of area errors at you, and there's a lot of other mechanics that I just don't like. Also, its autosaving, or its saving system in general, is the worst I have ever seen in any game. You'd make a save and then load, and it would teleport you forward. I'm like, I've not even been to this area. Why would it respawn me here when I made a save somewhere else? Alright, is this prick going to show up? Yes, he is. No, that's a canoe. Alright, let's go. Let's go do some shopping. I can't get health. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It feels like to me that the order of those weapons are random, because I counted and it didn't match with my calculations before I did this stream. Nothing to see here. Flamethrower, Uzi, and the grenade launcher. That grenade launcher is going to be our best friend now. Also, I need to collect the grenade launcher before I stock up on explosive rounds. There we go. I don't really mind the non-linear or like the different paths that your missions can take. But it's just when I save in one spot, I want to load the save and end up in that spot. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. To be honest, I forgot what was wrong with Far Cry 3 exactly, but when I stream it on my stream, it's just frustration after frustration. Also, can I get unstuck, please? Alright, as I said 5 minutes ago, which is roughly the time we lost to that death, there's going to be 3 assassination missions in different orders and different targets, depending on the choices. And the first one is here. But I must admit, I have completely forgotten which house it was. Oh yeah, 1 save slot. Alright, so... all these houses look the same to me. It's in here. Yes, it is. Chicken. Just creating some fires to distract them. No biggie. I remember that boat that I mentioned early on. Oops. I'm getting a bit tired, that's why I drive so poorly. I told the marathon organizers, hey, I can do this run at midnight my time. And as soon as I had filled in the form, I was like, this was a mistake. I was right, but I didn't bother enough to fix it. I didn't think it would be an issue. It's not an issue, but it was a mistake. Alright, so we took the boat, by the way, that I mentioned. Because the driving routes to the town from that store is it takes you past lots of enemies and they will shoot you, and it's so slow, whereas the water is just free reign, really. I'm having fun, Captain. I don't do full runs of this too often anymore. So it's nice to just do one, even though it's actually not going as disastrous as I thought it would. I was able to keep on pace with my PB for quite a while, until that death even. I was like 1 minute behind, not even, when I died. Which honestly surprised me. I'm not sure if that says anything about this run or about my PB. Probably more about my PB than about this run, but still. Shots were fired, indeed. Oh, I can skip this, I think. Oh, my game crashed. I should probably run it in Affinity 1 or something like that. It's fine. Oh, we're back here. Lovely. Damn it. Yeah. Train wreck? No man, did you see the train mission where we became the train? It went really well. Actually it didn't, it was just okay. It didn't go poorly though. Ah. At least I'm learning the route in this area. It all comes back now. Safe. There we go. How many times have we killed that poor sir now? 3 times? Well, it won't happen again because I saved now. Let's save again. There we go. Is that an anti-malaria pill bottle in your pants? Oh, you're just happy to see me. If you were malaria, I wouldn't take any pills to counter you. That's how much I like you. Don't do the same mistake. F6, there we go. It's fine guys, we're in Act 3 actually. Act 3 begins as soon as you kill that guy we just killed. So we're in Act 3 now, we made a save in Act 3. We are officially in Act 3.
Right.
Safe.
Hand over the hardware.
What is it like to run a game that everyone is too scared to run? Do you mean after that? It's I don't know, it's fun. I just enjoy playing the game. Alright. So So far so good.
Good. Glad we understand each other.
There we go.
No, not voluntary this time. You should reconsider.
I think he'll open the door after a certain while. Please open the door.
Not voluntary this time.
Sir.
You should reconsider.
I'm not sure if he'll ever open the door. I'm just gonna load a safe instead of wait here until he opens the... potentially opens the door. I'm the only one who runs Far Cry 2, that is correct. I would like someone to pick it up. But I feel I've not done a very good job yet at laying the foundation, yet paving the road for them. So I'm working on it. I will continue working on it after this marathon, and hopefully in the next shot site I can do a run of this where I don't mess up so much. Does this run include the Fortune DLC? No, I removed it from the game because it's DLC and it's also stupid. Hey. I guess it's because I skipped that line. But I could skip the majority of it, I think. I've not really messed with these last end game cutscenes too much as far as the saving goes, the save load. So I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. It's a relative new find by me. Alright, so this next assassination is why we needed to take an additional bus ride. Because as you can see right now it's foggy. And fog isn't very good for long distance shots. But if we take a bus ride, the weather will clear up. And we go to this one. Because that makes sense. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Continue without saving. Because quick saves are faster. He just blew himself up. Good job. That was great. Okay, so a clear sky is one thing, but another thing is remembering my reference points. It had to do with this tree, I feel it. More specifically the bush next to the tree. And then you look for these rocks. That like so. Nope. It's this tree, isn't it? Or maybe it's this bush. It must be this bush then. No, okay, we're going in. As I said, lots of trees and lots of bushes. I wish I knew which bush to stand in and stand in a bush and then I aim at the rock, but I have completely forgotten which bush. Maybe it's this bush. Okay, let's try this bush and then we're going in. It's not this bush. It's not that bush for sure. It's this bush. It has to be this bush. But I don't see the rock when I stand in that bush. Okay, it's this bush. If it's not this bush... Nope. Alright, we're going in. Did I get him? No, I did not. Please die. Oh, come on. There we go. So I meant to do that from within the bush, from much further away. But I forgot my bushes. I am sorry. I am sorry for putting up such an embarrassment of a run. And my car disappeared as well. Lovely. I guess we're running.
You have.
Sooner or later it's going to give us a car. There's patrols here. There's that car that blew himself up. This is awkward, isn't it? There we go. We almost made it to the bus stop. We go to this one. Let's play mode engaged. Indeed. I have 18... No, I have 23 minutes to finish this run within estimate. Will I make it? I don't think I can make that. Maybe if everything goes flawlessly from here. Oh hey, look who's here. Oh no. I can do it. Let's make it happen. Also, that guy outside just blew himself up. Also, I have no idea who this guy is. I think he's my former boss or something. I don't know.
I need to find the guy to do the job. If you're interested, it's gonna be pretty easy. They're doing a little recon at the diamond mine. If you walk in, blam blam, and you're done.
You walk in, blam blam, and you're done. That seems exactly the way this speedrun is supposed to be anyway. You walk in, blam blam, and I'm done. Unfortunately, it hasn't been that way for a while because we keep dying. Or getting stuck on something. Or missing our shots. Haha. Who is shooting me? I killed him. Off-roads. Aww. This one. Alright, so I think the first half of X3 is definitely the most boring part of this run. I'm sure you agree with me. But towards the end it actually gets intense again, and the intenseness starts roughly when I finish this mission. That I've driven here before, but we're not gonna go under the bridge this time. Ow. One last assassination. Oh, here's a malaria attack. Whatever. We're driving a car, it's fine. Again, the malaria attack is early. I think that one kicks in roughly when I enter the heart of darkness, but I'm not too sure. I completely forgot about that attack. Dude, that would be amazing, Irving. Alright, so here's house. Nice. It's a lot of driving back and forth, really. Like the entire run, I guess, is driving back and forth, but this one especially so. It's just not broken up enough, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it becomes more fun if you actually know how to drive, which I don't. I keep getting stuck on everything and... Ah! Because I don't know how to drive, I have to repair my car every time, you know. It's not going so well. I like the driving in this game. My issue with it is that the outposts respawn too quickly, so you've just cleared an outpost and then you drive past it and then a minute later you drive back on the way back and the outpost has respawned, and like you don't really get to drive a lot of uninterrupted drives in this game. This one. Wait, is it this one? I'm going to the airport. Yeah, it's a lot of driving, but also the driving is uninterrupted. Or not uninterrupted. Oops, I meant to turn off my lights, not take my pills. Also 2-2, we're a train again. I just like how in Far Cry, when I'm inside a car, the first person view doesn't get me a headache. Whereas in GTA 5, the first person view in cars is just terrible. I don't know why, I don't know what causes the difference. Oh. Alright, let's go. The finale of the game, guys. Oh. I was meant to take my car, but it's busted up. How am I going to repair my car with Mr. Mortar shooting at me? Ow! I would like a car. I guess we're running. Have I heard about the infamous fusion mod? I have heard about it, but in name only. A car, but I don't need a car anymore. There's a boat right here. Oh, come on. Alright, let's go to the prison, to the finale of the game. We are very close, guys. Uh-oh. Here's one of these grenade launcher boats. I hope, anyway. Actually, I don't think it's a grenade launcher boat, because these are people from the escort mission that I did at the beginning of Act 2. Also, this boat is moved back. I don't know what is up with this boat. Why is it here? What? I'm gonna make a save here. I wanna know if I can do the mission again. Actually, let's check it out right now real quick. We have time, right? Let's get on this barge real quick. See if the idiot is there. Nope, it's just here. It's just a barge. Interesting. I've not seen it here before. Well, I have, of course, because it's supposed to be here, but not at this point in the game. It's the boat that we escorted away in the beginning or in the middle of the game. And then the Irishman, he destroyed it. I'm not sure why it is here. If anything, it should be at the town, but it's not. I broke the game, guys. The curiosity got the better of me, but it was worth it. That flamethrower is super useful. It's not really a one-hit kill, but it's certainly one hit to get rid of the enemy. Or not, sometimes not even one hit, sometimes just shoot some fuel and your enemies are distracted. Yeah, exactly what Sever says. A lot of these things found in speedrunning, not just for this game but for any game, is curiosity. Accidents and curiosity. Usually a combination of the two. Like what happened there, right? Maybe I could have done something neat with that barge and skipped a whole lot of stuff, you know? But it doesn't look like I could.
So good. Civilians are gone. They're in the way. You can't. I need you to do two things.
Okay, don't skip that line because he just has to walk anyway.
You know, people back home say they want to help. Every day I hear.
Stock up on some ammo.
You're the only one who can do this.
Alright, definitely. No more cars. Just us. And the walking mechanic. Also the map. Yes. We're going the wrong way. Just us in the malaria, yeah. It does kick in really at this point because we're so ill now that our stamina is just so low. The problem with this area is it's a jungle, and the problem with jungles is they're really wet, so I can't really set things on fire. A shame, really. I have 5 minutes to do this entire section. I am sorry, marathon organizers. I will not be able to do that, but I think we'll still be ahead of schedule by the time I finish. So that's good. And to be honest, the reason I'm not going to make my estimate wasn't even my fault, because the game crashed. What is actually estimated time on the schedule? Like, when is the next run supposed to start? How long do I actually have? I'm curious. One grenade, huh? Also, here's some cool droppy trick I can do. And that saves us having to walk all around. Don't know how much it saves, probably just under a minute. You're welcome. Yeah, but like, if compensated for being ahead of schedule, you have about 20 minutes. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. I could maybe even show the final cutscene. Alright, so we're getting to the first part of this finale that isn't just walking. Also, like, I'm zigzagging a lot because I have completely forgotten what this area looks like, roughly.
Everything's good. I've got the diamonds. Don't bother trying to leave. You won't get one.
Here the diamonds are. Also, my buddies have betrayed me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, French lady. It had to be this way. Guys, are you having fun? Didn't know there was a house here. Am I watering yourself? have to get up these rocks somehow. Up here, up here. Ah, excellent. Let's make a save. Alright, there's the smoke. There's the house. And that's our kill. Alright, 2 objectives left in this entire game. Shit, man, they ain't killed you yet. Oh, there's some enemies here. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Oh, that didn't work. They're standing in water. And here's the hut that we're going to. It's the Jackal's house.
In here. Almost done. Give me the briefcase.
Alright, so here he is going to propose a choice to me. Blow myself up and close the where we just came from, or bribe the border security and help everyone escape, and he'll do the other job. This one's the fastest, so we're going to pick the car battery. Zeph here. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. Alright, there's a glitch here. If I get in front of this guy and in between the door, I can clip through the door. It's one of the few glitches, if not the only. Actually, in the latest patch of this game, it's the only glitch used in the speedrun, but I used a mortar glitch with it. It's not actually very useful, so it's like the only useful glitch in this run. It saves like 3 seconds. So if anyone asks you, hey, is there any glitchless runs for a game, just point them to this game and then hope they miss this one glitch at the very end of the run. Alright, get ready on time. The timer will end when it makes the spark. Here's the dynamite. One last cutscene. Alright. Get ready on time and time. That was like a 3:18 or something. Not bad, not bad at all. With the crash considered and like the rust considered, I mean, I'm not too disappointed with that run, to be honest. World record is 3 hours and 4 minutes. It can definitely be beaten. I'll have to do it. Following the exodus, blah blah, 8 organizations noted and no civilian casualties, nice. 3:18:54, only 3 minutes of estimate, not bad. Anyway, up next is Battlefield, right? Battlefield by Cronax? Cornax? Something with an O in it. These credits are unskippable, so I'm just gonna let them roll, and I'll let the host of the marathon decide when to cut it. And I would like to say thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of this marathon. And bye bye!